day. They've confirmed for us that there's been no access to clean drinking water for over a week now. So those who had stocks are rationing what they have. They're using snow and rainwater. They're breaking into heating systems to access the water in heating systems. But for many, water has already run out, and so has the food for many people. The only people left with food are those who have stocks that they're rationing, but even those stocks are running out now.
And how are people supposed to survive like that? Are they just going to get to the point where they're forced to flee into a war zone and take their chances?
We certainly hope it won't come to that. We hope that there'll be a solution found immediately tomorrow in the coming days. We were saying a week ago that we needed a solution for this immediately before it turns into a disaster. I think we can say we're in the disaster phase now. Many people have already died in Mariupol from violence. We also have been in touch with staff who have confirmed for us that there have been deaths linked to people with existing medical conditions prior to the war, who, because they've been cut off from treatment, have also started dying because they couldn't get the treatment they needed. The next phase, we will see people who could potentially die from dehydration and hunger, or, as you mentioned, fleeing from the city, trying to find food and water, and dying from the violence outside the city.
And your organization is reporting that people in Mariupol are doing their best to bury all the bodies that they can that are just lying, I guess, on the ground, and that there's no hygiene available. The local maternity hospital was taken out, as you know, by that Russian airstrike. What is it going to take to help these people? I just can't imagine how they can go on living like this.
They can't. I mean, it's an urgency of the highest level that help needs to happen, needs to be delivered as soon as possible. People who need to leave the city need to have safe passage to be able to leave the city. They should not be punished for trying to seek safety. But it's also very important to point out that many people won't leave the city. Some people will choose not to because they refuse to abandon their homes because it's their homes and it's all they have. Other people won't be able to because they have no means to leave. They have nowhere else to go. So people will also stay in the city, and those people should also be safe. No one should be penalized and pay the price for this war because they're an innocent civilian who chose to stay in their homes. So this is why also it's absolutely imperative that humanitarian aid gets into the city: water, medical supplies for the hospital, food. So we need safe passage both for people to go in, but also resources for people to come out, but also resources to go in.